Hey, what's going on, Leo? How are you? Leo, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time, your energy, your patience, your everything. Like, just thank you guys for rocking with Luminant Libra. I really appreciate it. You guys are like my love lights for real. I really do appreciate it. If you're here for the first time, I welcome you so much. This is going to be your love and romance reading for the month of June of 2019. We're going to take a look and see what areas of some of you are dealing with. Like, okay, let me take this back. So back in January, I started a series called Separation Station, where we actually explored the possibility of reconciliation between you and your twin, right? If y'all are in separation or headed towards separation. So, now that it's like, 5 or 6 months later, we're going to go ahead and re-explore that. All right. So this will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as well as Crosswatcher. The energy is fluid. So sometimes, the Crosswatcher energy does get up in there, right? Especially if they're in your heart and mind space and, you're in their heart and mind space, right? So if the energy doesn't resonate to you, then that's all right. Just check out your other signs, check out your cross-watching sign. And if not, then there's a bunch of other readers here that are really, really great. And, I encourage you to check us all out, okay? Sometimes you'll find that a message won't resonate right now, but if you come back in like a week or two, you may have gone through some experiences that may resonate to the message, okay? And that is very likely. Spirit, please allow us to see what's going on here between Leo, the person that's in their most heart and mind space, and vice versa. What do the energies look like for Leo in separation? Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. There was another sign that had that same card. I can't remember. There was so many signs ago, but either way, anyway, that's neither here nor there. I can really take this a couple of different ways, Leo. Okay, for some of you, this will be a situation where the reason why you're in separation right now is because this person just you didn't feel like they were really interested in much that you had to say. Oh, now thank you. It was Scorpio that had this. There we go. So you weren't really interested much in what they had to say. Or vice versa, they weren't really interested in going really deep to really any deep levels in conversation with you, or of the heart with you. Or it just could be where you guys are in separation right now, and there's just really some heart-to-heart conversations that really need to take place in order for you to really both understand and grow, whether or not reconciliation is on the table or not. Okay, it's just like you guys have been through some shit together to the point to where it's like, okay, we need to really sit down and have a talk, either before we break up, or probably for the most of you while you're already separated, because being that that's why you're here. Okay, but the both of you are really going to have to be open. The both of you are really going to have to be open and willing to go that deep with one another, right? I get the feeling that right now there's just one person that's just really not interested in just really talking. The other person is definitely interested in, hashing things out and trying to really get back to a place of at least, having you back in their life, whether it's, platonic or better yet, rather it's, if it's romantic like it was, or, platonic, like some people are like, well, if I can't have you as a lover, I'll have you as a friend. And, that's their way of still being able to keep you in their life. But, one person in the matter is just really not interested in hearing it right now. Let's take a look and see what are some shadow aspects of this. What's going on like behind the scenes here? This may possibly lead to a reason why there was a separation, or kind of what is unbeknown to both parties while in the separation at this moment. So let's take a look and see. Whoa. All right, Spirit. Okay, okay, okay. So we have non-action, and then we also have robotic. These two cards are interesting together, because as I see it, I see it where as if I see it. Okay, someone in this relationship has felt as though, things are just kind of on a cycle. Things are just really, really predictable. There's not much that really goes on, like it's really mundane and vanilla. Sorry, but that's just the messages that I'm getting. Now this could be the reason, why they actually broke up with you, or this could be the reason why you broke up with them, or this just could be the reason why things just kind of faded to gray between the both of you. Okay, let's clarify that. Thank you, Spirit, for your messages. Ooh. Could you please clarify this action, or rather this non-action in the robotic card as it pertains to heart card? Yeah, somebody didn't want to put in, honestly, someone just didn't see the point in putting in any effort anymore, because they just really felt like it just wasn't going anywhere. It's just, thank you, Spirit. King of Swords. So Leo, you could have been dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, but you don't have to be. Very stubborn behavior, or very stubborn, mind frame. What they say goes. They make the rules. And you just may not have been really interested in following the rules. You were just maybe looking for, Leo, you were probably definitely really looking for just a lot more spontaneity. And then the Queen of Cups. So we have a king of, it's like we have this king and this queen here, but they're not equally yoked. They're not of the same element, one is very, very emotionally fluid and open and giving, and the other is very intellectually mature but stubborn at the same time. Oh, and then the card is funny because the card that we had under the deck here is at this very moment, the card that we have under the deck is the Sun, and then right under that is the Two of Swords. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. I just felt compelled to keep pulling. Sorry. Sometimes Spirit just tells me to keep pulling. This is not how I really saw this happening. But the Sun, the Two of Swords, and then the Three of Pentacles. So right now, Leo, you really kind of see everything for really what it is. You really see everything is like exposed. Everything has been brought to the light. You're really understanding about what has happened since you have broken up. You really do. I feel like you really clearly feel as though, you really weren't interested in kind of anyone trying to be really stubborn. I don't really feel like I don't feel like they were controlling. I just feel like they just, like their mind frame just wasn't, budgeable. They just, They just were very rigid and not action oriented. And they just kind of did everything in a very predictable mind frame. Right. But that's just their way, though. That's just their way. And, you just felt like you just needed more. You just felt like you didn't want to, keep your feelings bottled up about it anymore. And so it's like, okay, you know what? You had a choice to make. You could have chose to work it out, possibly, or you may have wanted to choose to work it out here with this Three of Pentacles. But again, I just feel like, you know, someone was just really uninterested in hearing your point of view. Or if not your point of view, your, you know, they just weren't interested in making any changes, because they're so rigid, and they're so, that King of Sword energy, like, you know, what I say goes, but not in a controlling way, just in a way of they don't know any other way. So, you know, they only know what they know. Let's take a look at some of the things that are happening in the foreground here, or what actually was brought to light, or, you know, what's been going on since being separated. Spirit, please allow us to be able to interpret your messages. One, maybe two cards here. Okay. So we have material world. Look at all these coins. Look at all that wealth. Leo, I feel like you've really been focusing a lot more on, you know, the material aspects of things. So whether that's like you've been more job oriented, or you've been actually freed up to be able to make more decisions, you know, when it comes to, you know, what you really want to do with your money, what you want to invest in, right? This could have been something that you may have really been trying to talk to, you know, this could have been an issue of what, you know, was going on there in the relationship. This whole thing could have been about, you know, money. Maybe you wanted to make some sort of investment with this person, or you needed this person to make some sort of investment in you, but you really weren't able to really persuade them to believe in your dream, to believe in, you know, the plan that you were really trying to come up with here. You couldn't really get them to believe in it. Okay. And so, you know, they don't want to believe in your dream, then, you know, why even love me? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and it's not like they weren't believing in your dream and like trying to give you like constructive criticism. I don't even see anything like that. It's like they just really weren't believing in your dream. And then they also really weren't trying to, you know, give you any sort of like inspiration or anything. Like they were just really dull, Leo. And that's not you. That's not you at all. So let's take a look and see what some messages that could be floating around here for some of you guys. You know, sometimes if you keep someone in your heart and mind space long enough, you begin to communicate telepathically. So there may be some things that have gone unsaid since the separation. There could be some things that have been said, you know, in the middle of that separation. Let's see what's going on with that. Twin flame messages, please allow us to be able to recognize and interpret your messages for this reading. Thank you so much, Spirit. I do appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, so love and spirit gives us messages. So I don't know if I can meet your expectations. And then we have, I'm more affected than you know. Oh. Let's see. So the funny thing here, though, is because it's like, I feel like this is this other person, right? So Leo, whether it was you who broke up or was broken up with, I feel like the person who was broken up with, or excuse me, the person who was broken up with is like, they're finally saying, you know, it's like they just didn't know if they could really be the person that you wanted them to be, or that you hoped that they could be. And that, you know, honestly, you know, breaking up with them, it really did affect them. It really did open up their eyes. It may have even set some things in motion. Of course, I know it definitely opened up their eyes for sure. You know, they went from King of Swords to the Queen of, they went from the King of Swords to the Queen of Cups. So it's like, if this was either one of you, this is like just either one of y'all's energy interacting at that past time. But it's like now it's like they have been brought to, they have been kind of brought to where, they are being a little bit more feely, they're being a little bit more in their emotions and not so much in their head anymore. And I wanted to clarify this material world card here just to get some kind of balance. I like to have some sort of balance. I'm a Libra. I don't like to just pull cards and just talk about it. Like, I mean, I do, but I like to have a little bit of balance on the board. Thank you. Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you really can't communicate with this person about money. Like, you wanted them to invest, or it wasn't even money. It didn't even have to be money. You wanted them to either invest money, or you wanted them to invest time, feelings, support, resources, whatever, right? Like, they just weren't willing to invest that. And so they kind of made you feel like you're going without that in this relationship. And so now you're ready to say, all right, well, I'm going to be without you. Deuces. But they definitely were affected by the separation. It did definitely open up their eyes, and it did open up their heart. I do feel that they could be this other person could be in, they could be in the position to really want to reach out to you for a reconciliation now. If not, maybe if not right now, I feel like maybe at least by the end of the summer, you may be hearing from this person. But just make sure that y'all are, communicating with one another effectively and really trying to come up with a plan if that's what y'all really want to do. Make sure that what they're telling you is really authentic. But with the sun being right here in the central, I feel like you're not going to have an issue being able to really see through any BS anyway. If somebody tries to come back with you with BS, talking about they want to reconcile. What are some signs from Spirit that we need to recognize and be aware of? Please let us know. Please give us one card to let us know what kind of signs we need to be aware of from Spirit. Okay. We have an urn, mourning. Wow, this is interesting. I feel like the both of you really kind of mourn this relationship, because the thing is that Leo, they saw you as a constant, right? They saw you as a constant. They saw you as someone who wasn't going to go anywhere. They saw you as someone who was really stable, somebody that just, the relationship worked like clockwork, like a robot. But the thing about it is, what they didn't realize and understand is that you're not that type of person, Leo. You know what I mean? You need to be able to, shine, and move and be action oriented. That's your fire energy. So, what they weren't realizing is that, you needed more. You needed more. You needed things to go deeper, to another level. You needed to have more with this person. And now that the both of you are without one another, I do feel like you mourn the relationship. They kind of mourn the relationship, but they mourn it more so because their eyes are open to what it is that they really finally, truly, what they really feel like they lost. Excuse me. Okay. So I don't take this as like a omen or anything of death or anything. Like, no, don't even go there. Like, it's not even the first thing that popped up. But, just the thing is that I just strongly more so feel like the both of you just kind of really mourn the relationship. You really do. And that's also another thing that is going to, I really feel like it's going to lead to a possible, again, reconciliation. So like the colors like black and white just really like stick out to me. But in so much of the more, it's more so as like things just aren't as black and white. You know, it's just a lot of shades of gray. A lot of shades of gray. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate it. We have 2 cards. We have card number 2, like attracts like. And then we also have card number 35, speak the language of love. Loving words can have the power to change someone's life, including your own. Yeah. This is just all really about you guys just, you know, I feel like you guys just kind of need the same things from one another. You need to be able to understand, help, or better yet, you need this person to understand that, you know, you need a deeper connection, right? You know, you need things to be a little bit more deeper. They need to understand that, okay, you know what, this person just really needs a little bit more from me. And, you know, clearly we are liking each other. I didn't even read it. If you're longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. So yeah, so I just really feel like Leo, your person that I was gonna say Scorpio, and that's so funny. Oh my God! But I think it's because, like I said, Scorpio had the same card. So again, you may be dealing with the Scorpio, but you may also be dealing with the Libra, Sagittarius, or a Gemini. But I just also feel like, you know, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, you guys need to understand, you guys need to be able to really communicate effectively from what it is that you need from each other. Like, you guys need to communicate effectively, and you also need to be able to understand the other person, you know, effectively as well. Because the both of you are just really speaking different languages of love, and that's all. You know, they may be, you know, just like the hardworking type, the person that's stable, they're not going to go anywhere, and that's the language of love, is their stability and their loyalty, right? Whereas your language of love is, you know, you want to be able to just express yourself a little bit more, and, you know, be affectionate and stuff like that. And that's, nothing is wrong with that. It's just that y'all's language, y'all's love language just does not. Not that they don't understand each other. It's just that they're just different, and you're going to have to understand. They're going to have to understand. But like attracts like. So there is enough within you both that are the same, that you guys can, you know, really build from. I mean, that's what brought you guys together probably in the first place, right? Remember those things. Remember what brought y'all together in the first place. You know, get back into those things, and, you know, that possibly could lead to a possible reconciliation, or, you know, just you know, getting that deep level of commitment, or that deep level of whatever you want from them out of them. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you, Leo. This was just really I don't know, this was kind of heavy. I'm not even on front. It was a little heavy, but I think that you can get through this without any issues. You just have to be open to communication, willing to see past the bullshit, and they have to be the same way. But they have to be a little bit more willing to put in a lot more effort than they have been. Okay, so Leo, thanks so much again for your likes, your comments, your subscribes. Oh, if you wanted to book a personal reading, you definitely can. Just email me at LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com, and we'll get that all set up for you. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go. Everything you need to know is in the comment box below. So bye. Have a good one.